Hello everyone, I'm going to be giving you guys a Karax 3.0 video, and what I'm going to be doing in this video is showing you guys how to use Karax's Sentinels, Energizers, Immortals, or Mirages. It really honestly depends on what kind of units that we're going to be facing in this co-op mission playthrough. So someone had suggested that they would like to see, instead of photon cannons, Kadaran monoliths, and shield batteries, that strategy, to see a strategy using Karax's units. So I'm going to show in this video a walkthrough on how to use Karax's units, even though they're really expensive. So one of the things that's going to help us the most is in the mastery skill points right here. I'm going to use Empower Set 1. This helps a lot since I'm a higher mastery level, but you know, anything that you can attribute to this or contribute to this will help you. So in Power Set 1, I've got everything in combat unit resource cost. So this will reduce the cost for me by 29% since I'm at mastery level 87 right now. Alright, now the rest of this doesn't really change from my defense strategy. Normally for my defense strategy I have structure, life, and shields, but for Power Set 2 I've got repair beam, healing rate, everything's in that, and then Power Set 3 chrono boost efficiency. Alright, and then I chose the Chain of Ascension co-op mission because I think this is a really good example of when it would be a good time to use Karax's units versus the defenses. Do I think it'd be a good idea to use Karax's units when you're playing on Temple of the Past? No, I don't. I think Karax's defenses are definitely the way to go on that co-op mission. But for Chain of Ascension, where you kind of have to push forward constantly, yes, you can do it just fine with the defenses, but you know, maybe the units might be a viable option for this co-op mission. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a go, and I'm going to, you know, show you guys the best I can to my ability how effective the units are for Karax, and how to do it effectively and easily. So we're going to be playing with a random player. Hopefully we get a good teammate and we can make everything work out well. Alright, it looks like our teammate is Lone Wolf Kiri? Kiri? I think? Kiri, yeah, we're going to go with Lone Wolf Kiri. Playing as Alarak, mastery level 81, so pretty darn close in mastery levels to us right now. It's a pretty cool background actually if you look at this. You know, you got Karax on the left with the blue, and then Alarak on the right with the dark red, or not dark red but glowing red. It's a pretty good neat look on this, especially for this co-op mission, since Alarak gets mentioned by the champion at the end of the mission. Alright, we're going to start making probes right from the get-go. And what we're going to want to do is get out a gateway as soon as we can. And we want to get our gas as soon as we can. Oh, I didn't have to build that so close to his, but oh well. My pylon didn't need to be so close because we're practically sharing our warp fields right now.
Keep your armies close to me.
Okay, and I am going to throw down an assimilator right away. So I'm throwing on the assimilator right away because gas is pretty darn essential, especially if we run into an air army or units that we need AA against. The only unit that you have out of your gateway that can attack air units is your not sentinels, your energizers. And I don't really think energizers do all that much damage against air units. So we're going to want, if anything, we're going to want some mirages. Now, I'm not using carriers because the player who suggested, or the player that requested this video, actually wanted to see another strategy aside from mass carriers. Because I actually agree with this person in the comments. I do think mass carriers is pretty much everyone's go-to if they're not creating defenses. It's so easy to go mass carrier, and I mean, yes, it's probably more, it may be more useful than what I'm showing you guys, but you know, if you can't, or if you just want to spice it up, I guess. If you want to use a different strategy than the basic strategy over and over again, this is what you will want to do, I guess.
I expect support from both. Send your armies to my side.
Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to send a probe down to go help out. Okay. I'm gonna put my gateway on hotkey 3 here, and then the forge on hotkey 0. And I'm gonna start getting solar efficiency level 1. I do want to get that completely maxed out. It's gonna be good to get up to solar efficiency level 3 because, you know, Karax's energy is fantastic. It's one of the best things that you can get as Karax as a commander. You know, the Solar Lance ability and the Orbital Strike ability are huge. When you run out of everything else, the abilities are up there to save your day. Okay, we're going to throw down a Cybernetics Core now.
Do try to stay out of my way.
Okay, and then we are going to start throwing down, as soon as that's finished, we're going to start getting our Twilight Council here. Saving up a lot of resources right now. Just really want to make sure we can get out these important buildings. And we'll throw down a robotics facility as well. And a bunch of more gateways. Okay, there we go. Alright, I just spent a ton of resources, but that's okay. I was really surplusing. Okay, throw down some more hotkeys here. My teammate's doing a lot of work clearing out all of these enemies down here. But that's good. I'm going to help out just a little bit with these orbital strikes. Help them clear out these bunkers. Oh, I should have saved that. Shoot. Now I'm sitting in a little bit of trouble here. Okay, hopefully I can sparingly use these orbital strikes. Geez, that was kind of bad. Just lost 2 of my gateways. That was no good. Okay, we are getting the warp gate ability though. We'll be done pretty soon here. Okay, and then okay, let's see. Okay, so we're going to start getting our charge ability, and then we are going to get, let's see here, we're also going to get reconstruction. So what reconstruction does is allows your sentinels to be revived when they're killed, but it can only occur once every 2 minutes. So you got to be aware of that. Okay, and we're going to throw down a couple more pylons. And I'm going to throw down pylons kind of like all over the place, so I can warp in sentinels wherever I want to. Okay, I'm going to turn all of these gateways into warp gates, and I'm going to throw down 2 more forges. I want to make sure to get all of the upgrades, the weapons, the shields, and the armor. Okay, and I'm going to, you already put that in hotkey. I'm going to start pumping out some of these immortals. Immortals are really expensive, but they're super beefy, so we want to get some of those guys. And eventually I think we're going to get the shadow cannon ability for these immortals from the robotics bay. Yep, there we go. Throw down that robotics bay right away. Okay, I'm just going to kind of keep on walking with Janara. And well, we do actually want to clear out this bunker here with these units. Want to make sure we can expand.
From the hybrids turns the tide in Amon's favor. Put an end to it now.
Research complete. Finally, protocols aligned.
Okay, we're going to take out this diamond back and finish off this last turret. And we're going to take down our probe and start expanding. And we need to take out those hybrid too. So, whatever units we have, we are going to send over that way. Okay, we're going to spawn a couple of these energizers and a couple more sentinels, and then we're going to make our way over there. And hopefully, yes, we have another immortal. Or actually, yep, they are called immortals. Okay, I might just throw down the purifier beam right away. because we don't have all that many units. Well, we do have Karax here. Or not Karax, Alarak. Geez, Karax doesn't have his commander walking on the field. Okay, I'm going to use the Solar Lance ability instead of the Purifier Beam. I'd prefer to save the Purifier Beam as long as we can for that emergency case. That was really awesome. The Death Council, or that was what I was messing up in my other video. The Death Fleet just came into my Energizers, just boosted those guys, which is really awesome because the Energizers can increase their attack speed by 25%, which is pretty huge. And it increases movement speed by, what is it? Here, why don't we just check it out. Increases attack speed by 25% and movement speed by 50. So yeah, pretty big boost. Oh, looks like my teammates' units got stuck in the little cocoon there, but oh well. We've got a little bit more time before that bonus objective gets away, so I'm not too worried about it. And I do want to end up getting that bonus objective. We will eventually get it. Okay, and I'm gonna, so I'm already getting solar efficiency level 2, and I'm gonna start getting advanced repair systems. So we can, advanced repair systems will allow us to start repairing up to 4 units at the same time, or structures, versus just 3. Allows you to start healing 1 additional unit than the norm.
This warrior awakens.
Okay, and we're going to start getting rapid recharging. That increases the energy regeneration rate of Energizers and shield batteries by 200%. And that's from the Twilight Council here. We're going to also chrono boost that. And our Solar Forge. And we're going to start getting solar efficiency level 3 as soon as we have enough minerals and gas. My teammate just took out the bonus objective for us, so that was really nice. Okay, we just need a little bit more gas. Okay, and we got solar efficiency level 3. I'm going to use Chrono Wave.
I am activating Chrono Boost now.
Okay, and then I am going to start getting the Shadow Cannon ability. Yep, here we go. Shadow Cannon allows Immortals to use Shadow Cannon, deals 200 damage to target unit or structure. And I think this ability is pretty long range too. So you can really launch this ability from far away. If I remember correctly. And it attacks either ground or air units. Oh, and because we have Reconstruction, our Sentinels are not dying. They're coming back to life, which is great. Oh. Nasty siege tanks, but Alarak was there. Used his great ability, helped us out a ton. Okay, we're going to spawn a bunch more of these Sentinels. And I need to throw down, well, actually I need to fill up this assimilator so I can get enough gas. And I'm going to throw down a couple more of these pylons here. I don't want to get supply blocked. Okay. There we go. So far we're doing pretty good here. I do want to get out a couple more Immortals. I think I might actually chrono boost my robotics facility so I can get out more Immortals. And I'm starting to get ground weapons level 3. I'm going to get armor level 1, and then I'm going to get shields level 1 too from this other forge here. Okay, and we are now gathering it. There we go. Okay. And we're going to start moving out that way to help out our teammate. Spawn a couple more of these Sentinels. And I do want to throw down a couple more of these gateways and turn them into Stargates. So I can spawn in more Sentinels at the same time. Uh-oh, nuclear launch detected somewhere. That's not good. I wonder where it's at. Uh-oh, it's on all of our pylons. That's not good. Shoot, we need some detection. Ouch, that was brutal. All of those pylons just gone. Alright, we are going to get a couple observers here and some more Immortals. Okay, and I am going to throw down a couple photon cannons just for the sake of detection. I would really like my probes not to get one-shotted by this nuke that's going to drop on us. If it does drop on us, that is. Alright, hopefully we can find this ghost. Unless it already got killed by my teammate. Oh, Havok's our detection. So I suppose my teammate already spotted it. Okay, let's just make sure we're not missing any upgrades. Okay, we're also going to get Reclamation. So the last upgrade I got, I believe, allows Energizers to use... Yeah, increases energy regeneration rate by 200% for Energizers. So that's the upgrade that we got from the Twilight Council. We're also going to get Reclamation, and Energizers can take control of enemy units for 100, I think it's 120 seconds, and then after that 120 seconds, the enemy units die. So it's really great ability. Okay, all of my units are using their reconstruction, these Sentinels, but that was a little brutal. I just kind of walked them to their death a second ago. I just lost 3 Immortals. That would have been nice if I didn't lose any Immortals there. Okay, and I do need to use some of my energy to help out my teammate here. He got trapped in all of these orbs from this bonus objective. And I'm going to try and take out these Marines so my teammate doesn't lose too many of these units. And we're going to take out some of these siege tanks as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to turn these into warp gates. And then we're going to start getting another robotics facility. We have a ton of extra minerals right now, so that is definitely a good plus. And we're going to start getting shields and armor level 2 from the forge. And I'm going to throw down a couple more gateways. Okay. And I'm going to throw them all into the same hotkey. Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to throw down a couple more of our orbital strikes to clean this up quick. Okay, and we're going to spawn some more Immortals in. Warp in a couple more Sentinels. And then we're going to make sure we have our upgrades. Okay, we're going to get Phase Detonation that allows the orbital strikes to stun enemy units in the target area for 1.5 seconds. Then Solar Flare that allows the Solar Lances to leave a trail of fire, and it does 200 damage over time. Let's see here. 200 damage, extra damage over 10 seconds. Yep. Okay, we'll kill these units real quick like. Drop a couple more orbital strikes to clean them up a little bit faster. And we want to keep these Immortals alive. And it might actually be nice for us to get some Colossi as well. I mean, we're running a little bit low on time, but Extended Thermal Lance we're going to get. That Colossi gain +3 range, which is huge. And then Fire Beam upgrades the damage dealt by Colossi and causes their attacks to set fire to the ground, dealing an additional 100 damage to enemy ground units in the area over 5 seconds. Wow, that's a good upgrade as well. So we are going to start incorporating a couple Colossi. Colossi are very expensive though, so we're only going to be able to get probably 2 or 3 of them by the end of this playthrough. And I need to create a couple more pylons so I don't get supply blocked. I'm going to throw down a pylon there, throw a pylon there, and there. Okay. I need to use some of this energy. I have a ton of extra energy right now. I'm going to use Chrono Wave just because we can. And hopefully we can find something to start using our energy on. Well, since there's just buildings here, we're going to drop some. Ah, there we go. We got an enemy wave coming at us. Alright, I'm going to keep on cleaning this up. Hopefully my teammate can take out that stuff. Okay. We're going to use our Solar Lances here. This is a great time to use them. Ton of stuff in a small area. Solar Lances will be great to do all that area damage. Okay, and I'm confident that we can take this stuff out with my abilities. So I'm just going to keep on dropping these orbital strikes down while my units walk into this base here. Okay, I do want my orbitals, or my Immortals, to back up. I'm going to use the Shadow Cannon ability on these, shoot, what are they called? Battle Cruisers. Oh, I already used it. Okay, need to back up. Units are in a bit of trouble right now. Oh geez, there's some stuff going down. Okay, we need to get everything under control here. Okay, we're gonna put those all into the same hotkey. Turn these into warp gates. Make sure our Colossi are spawned. Not really sure if any of the Colossi have come out yet, or if I let them die by accident. That would be bad as well. Okay, and we need to make sure to kill these Marines. There, that was a little bit sloppy. I probably shouldn't have pushed forward without my teammate just a second ago there, because I put us in a little bit of trouble. But we're going to use the Shadow Cannon ability. As you can see, it does a lot of damage, and you can do it from far range, so it's great. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and clean up the rest of this. Hybrids won't be a problem. Using the Shadow Cannon ability. So basically, if you don't have... oh shoot, we need some detection again. Basically, that Shadow Cannon ability... whoa, what was I saying? It's really good at long range, does a lot of damage, can attack air or ground units. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, I think. So basically, if you don't have any anti-air, you technically do as long as you have that Shadow Cannon ability with your Immortals, because you can attack either or. Okay, we just really need these observers to get out really quick here. I'm going to throw down a couple more photon cannons. We want detection. There we go. Okay, we do have those Colossi spawn now, and they do a ton of damage. So that will be very beneficial for us. I'm going to keep on spawning out some more observers. We want a bunch of observers so we do not run out. Okay, and I'm going to get armor and shields level 3. Shields level 3 in a second when we have enough gas for that. And I do want some more energizers, but I really want the shields upgrade first. Okay. We're going to start, yeah, there we go. And we're going to use Chrono Wave. And then we're going to spawn in another Energizer. Okay, and what I should be doing is I should have these Energizers under hotkey, since the ability that auto spawns here is my Immortals ability for the Shadow Cannon. And my Energizers aren't automatically the selected unit. So I can't use their hotkey automatically unless I use their hotkey for their ability automatically. Unless I already have them selected under hotkey, then I can tell them to be selected. The point of me wanting them under a hotkey is because I want to use this reclamation ability. So for example, this battle cruiser, I can take that, as you can see. And now it's my unit for 120 seconds until in that 120 seconds it dies. Or self-destructs, I believe, blows up. And now those units are doing work for me, which is really great. Okay, but you can only use this ability every... I think it's the cooldown is 100 seconds, 120 seconds. It might be as long as it takes effect on a unit, so that might actually be how long it works for. Either way, it's a great ability. And I'm actually going to intercept this enemy wave. So while these guys are coming that way... Yep, I'm going to send my units back over here, and I'm going to have these Energizers intercept this wave and see how much work we can actually do. We're going to use a ton of reclamations on these guys, see what happens. Oh, and I supply blocked myself. What's new? Okay. Throw down a bunch of these pylons. Okay, don't want these guys to die. We're going to take the siege tanks and the battle cruiser, take all the big units, take the science vessel. Oh yeah, there we go. Check that out. How awesome was that? It's just like playing as Warzone now.
Must I compensate for your weakness?
With the high or the dark archons. Once you have the dark archons, you can upgrade them so they can use mind control ability, which is really awesome as well. Okay, and I'm gonna reclaim that science vessel. Oh, my teammate just teleported me. Ha! Oh, I must have forgotten. I guess. Huh, I didn't know about that. So it looks like Alarak actually has a teleport ability with the Death Fleet? I did not know about that. That's pretty neat. Okay, we're going to go ahead and try to push Janara in, but I think there's going to be one more hybrid wave that spawns on us. Okay, we're going to spawn in a bunch more Sentinels. So as you can see, Karax's ground army, very strong. It's a lot more strong than I was anticipating, honestly. I did not expect them to do this good. Okay, I'm going to reclaim these siege tanks here. As many as we can. Okay, there we go. Alright, we cleared everything out. So that reclamation ability helps a lot. You can really clear out the enemy forces if you reclaim their units. So helpful. And you know, 2 minutes life you get out of the unit, and then it automatically self-destructs, so it's not even on the field anymore. That's huge. It's so effective. I just never really used the reclamation ability that much before with those energizers. So, wow. I definitely think you guys should use Karax's ground army. Now, it's really good against ground units. Unless you're using carriers against air units or air co-op missions, the Mirages aren't that great unless you have a huge mass of them. And even still, they're really flimsy, even after they're completely upgraded. So, you know, Mirages, not that great. You can make good use out of them if you use them right. But, I mean, you got to have some good micro. And that's not always my strength. So, carriers is just a lot easier option to go with. But the ground army, go for it. Sentinels, Energizers, Immortals, and Colossi. Really awesome. Oh, and throw in some Observers. And then get all the upgrades for these guys. And once you do that, along with this combat unit resource cost, it's huge. Karax is really good. He's got a good ground army. I did not realize how good it actually was because I always use the defense strategy. So I'm really glad that the person in the comments suggested this to me. It was great. I thank you to that person for suggesting that. It was really, really good idea. Well, I hope this was helpful to all of you, and I hope you guys try out the ground strategy with Karax. I will see you guys in the next video.